Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dolphins and the Niners, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now they'll throw with Lance. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And he'll work down inside the 45. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Niners are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 2 in. The Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Tua. And he'll just get rid of it. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there. How about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now Lance. It's caught. Mitchell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Running left, here's Mitchell. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On play action, Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Here now, Johnny Townsend. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Watch out for Hill on the return. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
From midfield, here's Tua. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography, we're staring at this part of the field. Don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Now Tua. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Room here to run. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this a little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now play fake. Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Lance now on 1st down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The end result, 21 yards. Throwing now is Lance. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Mitchell will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
10 seconds.
On play action, here's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Nick Bosa able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Lance to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Over the middle, it's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Lance looks to throw again. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Lance going to try and throw on third down here. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice...
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The 49ers are going to turn over the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some stats get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
Carry over from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to pass. Tua. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a third and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Throwing his Lance on third down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago. They threw the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
Yeah, that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Ready. Ready.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop. I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. He's got a man, complete. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. Now Lance again. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk from 17 yards out. And the Niners are back within a score. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Lance now to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Aaron Donald able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you throw a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. And that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And this complete. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. There he goes, left side. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Now Lance sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Lance going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, a 9-yard touchdown Brown. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Don't forget the extra point, it's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this fourth quarter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but now it'll be 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the 30 on 2nd down, Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Ready, set.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball. Taking it right down Broadway. 30. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Dolphins take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. 70 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Lance finding Debo there for the Niner first. Play action. Now it's Lance. It returns it right back to Samuel. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From just shy of midfield, Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away. Here we go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a play fake. Lance. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Aaron Donald, his second sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him.
On the set.
Desperation time here. Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add onto their lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Set, punt.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Ready?
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.